red. Ladies in red. Ladies in red. Ladies in red. Discuss the latest news, just fans giving their views. This channel is red. They see the bar and raise it, plus they rep for the ladies. Trust it's red. Female voices in football. Red. If you want to talk up, it's a red channel for me and you. Subscribe and tune into the Ladies in Red.
Hi guys, welcome back to Ladies in Red. I hope you are all doing well. Happy Friday to you all. United are playing on a Friday as well, which is a nice end to the week. And of course, I'm giving you this preview show ahead of tonight's game against Everton in the FA Cup. But firstly, love to everyone. I hope you've all had a positive week. I hope you're all doing well. And yeah, sending love to you all. Curlers, good evening to you. I hope you're doing good. Good evening to Alex as well. But yeah, tonight, Everton, a team who are far from on form. I mean, I work with an Everton fan and he's not very optimistic about tonight's game or about their season, in fact. And he does believe that the end is near for Lampard. Can tonight be the final nail in the coffin? I guess we'll find out. But, I mean, I say it time and time again, we can never be complacent going into games. And I said it the other night as well. And obviously the other night was an impressive performance. And I'm hoping that it's another one tonight. I'm hoping that we have a strong lineup. I'd like to think we do go strong. Obviously, with Charlton being the next game, surely we can afford to do that. But yeah, we'll see what Ten Hag obviously does later on. I'll give you my team prediction in a minute as well, and obviously everyone in the chat, get your team predictions in too. Hello to Ravi, I hope you're doing good. Big up to A giving us hello, thank you for joining me, I appreciate it. Alex says full strength team tonight, rest every one of them for Charlton. And yeah, Vialli, obviously it is a shocker to hear that today. Rest in peace, and obviously thoughts and prayers to his family. It's shocking to hear that. And hello, I'm doing very good, thank you, and I hope you are doing well too. Ashoke Foy, yeah, thank you for joining in, and I hope you're doing good. And Starla said, let's go indeed. So it's Friday. I mean, I'm already I'm shattered, I'm not going to lie, but I'm already feeling positive because it's Friday. And then when I remember that United are playing tonight as well, I mean, it's a nice little treat, isn't it? You don't really see Friday night football in terms of United very often. So yeah, to be playing on a Friday night, it's a nice feeling. Let's just hope that they set us up for a nice positive weekend with a win tonight would be lovely. And I've called this video, can we finally win a trophy? Because let's be honest, we all want to win a trophy, regardless of what it is. We all want a bit of silverware. FA Cup would be absolutely lovely and ideal. And well, that's what I mean when I say I hope that we go full strength tonight. I really do. I hope we go for it. We've got Charlton up next. I think if we're going to rotate, we rotate in that game. Surely in this game, we should be going full strength. Get the game done nice and early would be lovely, and then rotate some of the players in. So get your predictions in shortly as well. But before I do that, I'm going to get some of the admin stuff out of the way. Obviously, welcome to Jack Butland. He's now joined us as a backup goalkeeper. I've seen quite a lot of people like ranting about that and whatnot. For me, I don't think he's a bad move at all. I think he's an ideal backup goalkeeper, really, at the point in the career that he's in. He's an experienced goalkeeper, and I don't have too many qualms around that signing at all. Of course, we know that we need to do more than that in this window, no doubt about it. But with Dubravka going back, I'm not really too fussed about this, to be honest. I think welcome to Jack Butland, and I'll obviously back him. And I think that he's not a bad backup goalkeeper. Doug, hello to you. I hope you're doing well. Make sure you all subscribe to Doug's channel as well. Doug, I hope you've had a good week. And Curly said this could be very well a year for silverware. On form, we can beat anybody 100%, especially with our strongest team. So I hope that we do put our strongest lineup out. And Ashoke says, as a Chelsea fan, United are doing well and they could win a trophy this season. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts on the Chelsea game yesterday as well. City, I don't think they looked at it, to be honest with you. Second half was a bit better, but in general, I thought City don't look scary. And obviously we were rooting for Chelsea yesterday. I was kind of hoping for a Chelsea goal towards the end. It didn't happen. But yeah, your thoughts on it would be interesting. I was the one who was ranting on Butland. Why? He wants free back. Ten Hag said he wants free goalkeepers who can basically step up, and I think Butland is one of them he've called upon. I think he's a decent backup goalkeeper. He's not going to grumble too much and not getting too many minutes, and I just feel like he was obviously available. He was obviously up for the move. He's Premier League proven, and I just feel like, yeah, it kind of makes sense. If that's what Ten Hag wants, he wants free experienced goalkeepers, then fair enough, I'll take it. And yeah, this could be a year for silverware, and I'm just hoping that it is. I really do. What's our best chance for a trophy? You'd fancy us in the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup, I think. I think it's one of them. FA Cup, obviously, is the one that is more ideal for us. But like Curtis said there, on our day, we can beat anybody. So I think our best way to win a trophy is just beating the teams in front of us, being as ruthless as we can. We definitely have a good chance to win a trophy this year. And good evening to Lawbreaker as well. Lawbreaker, I hope you and Susan are doing well. Hello, Soph. I would love to win the FA Cup, but I can't see it happening. I'm not writing us off. I'm not writing us off. We just need it to go on a consistent run. We need to make use of our squad, and I think that's what it will come down to ultimately, the strength in depth. Like, if we get certain injuries and whatnot due to playing a lot of games and we don't rotate, it could come back to bite us on the arse, couldn't it? So I think that's where we might struggle. Doug said, not a bad week at all. Thanks. Hope you had a good week too. I had a good week. I've got a nice story to tell you guys. So this happened this morning. So there is a big plus for me being a YouTuber and a teacher. So I have a year 11 lad that I teach, and unfortunately he's an Arsenal fan. And so we obviously have a lot of banter about that on a daily basis. And he always kept saying to me, he said, Miss, do you reckon you could sort me out with a video from Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV? Because obviously he follows Arsenal Fan TV, so you're not massive Arsenal fan, massive AFTV fan. So obviously got in touch with Robbie, and I said, could you send me a video wishing this lad good luck for his exams. Obviously he's stressing at the moment, like most year 11s across country. Stressing about his exams and whatnot. So I said to Robbie, would you mind sending me just a video, just a short video, just wishing this lad good luck for his exams? And he did it. He sent the video, and this morning I called the lad out of form and I showed him this video, and he was tearing up. Like, yeah, you can see it literally made his year. I don't know about his day, his year. He was absolutely buzzing with it, and he just wished him good luck for his GCSEs. And I think isn't that lovely that you can have that impact on learners? And this is nothing to do with United, but I just wanted to share it with you because I thought fair play to Robbie for doing it for one. But yeah, the impact that it has on learners was just great. So I just wanted to say that. Thank you to Robbie, big up, and it really did put a smile on his face. So that cheered me up today. A good start to the Friday. Unfortunately, he's an Arsenal fan now. Chelsea is all right yesterday, but I knew City would beat us because our squad isn't good enough. I think the Chelsea squad is a bit random at the minute. There's a lot of players who are kind of being accommodated and stuff like that, or players that have been signed that don't really fit the system. I think at the moment there's a lot of transition going on with Chelsea. It's a bit of a mismatch, isn't it, in terms of lineups. It'd be interesting to see what does happen with Potter if he's backed and whatnot. If they do stick back, I don't mean back financially. He's obviously been back financially. They're signing loads of mad players, loads of random players. It seems to be anybody at the minute. But can he work out the best system for you guys from now to the end of the season in terms of fitting all these players in? And just imagine when Ten Hag is cooking with his full ingredients, my day it will be hunting season next season. I'm excited to see it. We're seeing positive signs, but I'm not getting ahead of myself just yet. But we are seeing positive signs, and it is so nice to look forward to watching United again, isn't it? Like, I actually look forward to games now rather than dread them, which is nice. And when someone dies, you actually remember watching play. It makes it more shocking. I know. And I mean, you just see on Twitter and everything else, like all the tributes to him and whatnot. Like, he was obviously a much loved guy, and everybody spoke really highly of him. And I think it just reflects how good he was and how nice of a guy he was. So yeah, obviously sending my condolences and my best wishes to the family and friends, because it is heartbreaking seeing that news. Can we win the Europa League? We can win any competition that we're in, genuinely. But it's about going on that consistent run, isn't it? And about keeping our key players fit, which is why rotation is important. But I don't think tonight is the game we should rotate. It should be that Charlton game. So I will go full strength tonight personally. On United, we need to select our strongest team tonight and maybe use the Charlton game to rest players and give some young players game time. That is when we rest our first choice players. I agree with that totally. And the problem is that we don't have the squad depth to do it. We don't, not across the board, we don't. But there's certain fringe players that you could say that we could give, obviously, a bit more time to, you'd say, in those kind of games. I don't see us beating Barcelona, Alex. It's the annoying game for me. It depends how we turn up. And I always say that it depends how we turn up. So I think if we turn up, we can beat anybody on our day. But we do need to turn up. We can't have these lulls in games that we tend to have where we don't start the game quickly, or we give away a few too many chances like we did the other night. Even though it was a dominant performance, I never felt we were going to lose it. In my head, I was thinking against a better team, these chances that we were conceding, you get punished for. And I think if you do that against the likes of Barcelona, you will get punished. So we do definitely need to shore that up. But at the same time, we've got Martinez to come back in, Varane to come back in. And I'm hoping with them two there, we've seen how solid we have been defensively, and Casemiro in front of them. Then I do believe genuinely we can beat Barcelona, but we do need to be at it. And I said good luck to him, and I hope he passes his exams. Yeah, obviously, good luck to him indeed, and I wish him all the best. But I thought it was really sweet of Robbie to do that. And he just shows the impact that he can have. Much younger said fair play, definitely. Aubameyang 3 goals in 15 games. Am I right in thinking he's had 3 shots as well, or 4 shots? It's not a lot. He hasn't had a lot of shots, has he? He hasn't had a lot of shots. I don't know the exact stat, but I know it's less than 10. And Chelsea are struggling, especially going forward with those goals, 100%. And it's the one game I don't see us winning over the 2 legs as curlers. If you want a great memory of Vialli, please see that game where he scored 2 goals in Northern Norway. He really heavy snow in Chelsea, 1997. Such a game. I haven't seen that, actually. I haven't seen that ball. Definitely check that out on YouTube. Is it on YouTube, Alex? Let me know. And Graham Potter won't last long at Chelsea, which sucks because he's a good manager. That's just the way Chelsea run things, isn't it, unfortunately? But it does seem that way, that he isn't going to last. I mean, yesterday at the end of the game, I don't know if you guys saw his face, but he's just kind of just in a trance. He just stood there, like, baffled, didn't he, really? Kind of feel sorry for him in that sense. And Curtis agrees there, said he will not last long. Hello to Stone Cold Lee. Hope you're doing good. I think we beat Barcelona on our form at the moment. At the moment, the way we're playing, definitely. Has to go strong. Everton always step up against United. Everybody steps up against United, don't they? But yeah, I think we have to go strong tonight. And lots of Josie. Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year to yourself. I hope you had a good festive break, and obviously sending love to you and your family. Hope you're doing good. I can't wait for the Barcelona game. See, when it gets closer to it, I'll be feeling sick. I'll be feeling nervous. But right now, I can't wait for it too. United should take every game seriously, but I just wish we had the depth to rotate, and allowing the managers to mess around with the squad. Carabao Cup is a must now. Says, given that squad depth, the quality of the depth is always an issue for us at the moment, isn't it? I agree with that. We've got to have our best back five tonight. De Gea, Dalot, Varane, Martinez and Shaw. Dalot, I'm hoping he's fully fit. I've put him in my team. Wan-Bissaka obviously has done well last few games, but obviously Dalot, you feel, is the number one in that position still. And in current form, there is no reason why we cannot beat Barcelona. I just hope we sign a decent striker in January. We'll definitely take someone like Joe Felix or Choupo-Moting. So that was my next point, obviously. Rumours are, as of a few hours ago, from Fabrizio apparently, that we have alerted Atletico that we want Joe Felix. Now, the money was extortionate for a loan, I'll be honest, and I still think it is extortionate. But I think I would much rather have someone like a Joe Felix over a Choupo-Moting if I had to choose. But Choupo-Moting obviously scored quite a few goals for Bayern Munich. I don't think we can really be picky at the moment with the state that we're in. Obviously, we're looking at a loan deal, ideally. I've seen a lot of people linking us to like big money moves. That's never going to happen with a potential sell on the cards for the club. So, yeah, I think Felix, I would take him. I wish there was obviously an option to buy at the end of it, but it's looking like it's not going to be the case. But yeah, Joe Felix, I think, would be an exciting player for us to see at United. He gives us something a bit different as well. I do think it is a bit risky because obviously coming into the Premier League, is he going to cope with that? But he's a player with high potential, a player who's impressed me in flashes, a player at the World Cup who impressed me in flashes. And a player that I've always thought, you know what, I can kind of see him at United in future. I don't know why, I've always felt that way with Joe Felix. So if that happened, I'll be excited to see him. I'll back anybody who comes in, any attacking reinforcements, I'll back them at the moment. I love to Nippon. I hope you're doing good. Happy New Year to you, mate. I hope you're doing well. Our silverware and league finish will really depend on our board spending. If we don't add to our squad, we will struggle. Felix on loan, and I would snap Giroud. You know, when I saw the Giroud links, I got proper excited. I was thinking I would take that. Giroud is a player for me that is very underrated and always has been throughout his whole career. He scored goals wherever he's gone. His link-up play is really, really good. His movement is intelligent. He's a physical pinpoint, if you like, in that box. He's somebody that we can swing a ball into. I think at times we're swinging a ball in. Rashford hasn't got that killer instinct. We don't have that presence in there. With Giroud, we would have that. So I actually wouldn't mind that signing at all. I think that would be a really intelligent signing to do. So I actually don't mind the idea of Giroud at United at all, because I do think he's a very underrated player, as I say. Hello to Jimbo. I hope you're doing good. I think we should get De Jong when everyone else is going for Bellingham. I'll be honest, I've washed my hand with the old De Jong thing now. If he turns up to United in a few years' time, I'll back him, of course. But any sagas going around it, I'm just not going to get sucked into that, because it was just so draining. Seeing the constant link to De Jong and then not getting him, it's just, yeah. And he's openly obviously said he doesn't want to come several times. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that one. I'd love Bellingham, though. Gone quiet on signs at the moment. Felix is the only name, why not others? We are regularly linked with everybody. Yeah, Felix is the most prominent one today, isn't it? But I'm sure tomorrow it'll probably be someone else, because, you know, it works for United. And hello to Roberto, said, realistically, top four and a small trophy would be great for this season. 100%. 100%. And I'm not fussed what we win, just care about where we are 3 years' time under Ten Hag. We're still very much at the start of our progress under him, of course. But how good would a trophy be? To get that winning mentality, just to be able to have a bit of silverware in Ten Hag's first proper season at United, and just, yeah, I think it would be great. I think it would be great to get a trophy, regardless of what it is, like Starlord said there. But obviously, top four has to be the priority, of course. If West Ham get relegated, we would be mad not to go for Declan Rice. Declan Rice, you've heard me talk about him many times, Alex, how much I rate him. Money was ridiculous what they were asking, but if they do go down, then of course West Ham can't come too needy, can they? They need to accept something. So yeah, I would definitely take a punt on Declan Rice over the likes of De Jong, to be honest with you. I feel like, yeah, Declan Rice is a quality player, and I would love him at United. We'll see what happens on that one and see where West Ham finish up, I guess. The on and on and on. We'll give those rumours a pass. Exactly, the never ending. I heard I read a little bit on Abubakar today. I heard that he could potentially come on loan to us. He's a good striker, to be fair. Again, I would take that. For me, attacking reinforcements are the key. Like, all the names that are being mentioned sound lovely, but for me, anybody coming in who gives us something different going forwards, you could potentially score us some goals. It's a win. It's a win for me. And guys, please do smash the likes, as Curly said, and of course share the video so more people can join us. And hit that sub button if you're new as well. And is your dad feeling confident for tomorrow? Wolves had a really good record versus Liverpool in the FA Cup. I'll be honest, I'm meeting my dad. Well, meeting my dad. That sounds right. I'm meeting up with my dad tomorrow, so I'm sure we'll have a chat about it. It will be after the game, but I haven't actually spoke to him much about this game. So I don't know how he's feeling about it, to be honest with you. I don't think Wolves really feel confident in any game at the moment, obviously, with their form and the way they've been. There have been slight improvements, obviously, under their new manager, and they have their new signing up top now. So we'll see if that has a positive impact on them. But yeah, I'm sure with their previous and obviously having a new manager and stuff as well, I'm sure they're feeling quietly, not confident, but yeah, I bet they're not dreading it as much as they probably would have been a few months ago, let's say. And I can see Liverpool losing tomorrow. Van Dijk injured, a huge blow to a team looking shaky in defence, looking very shaky in defence indeed. And that is big, big news, obviously. And obviously, I want to mention Donny as well, because the look that guy has had at United has been absolutely shocking. That tackle the other day, look, the player slipped. A lot of people are like, oh, red card. But for me, he slipped. It's very unfortunate. It's like a freak kind of incident. How Donny walked off the pitch after that, I do not know. At first, I didn't think it was as bad as it looked, and I saw the slow down pictures and obviously the images on Twitter and that after, and it made me feel a bit sick. The fact that he got up and walked is reassuring, but yeah, hopefully it's not as bad as what the reports are saying. Rumours are it's season ending, and obviously all I can do is send out my love to Donny and send out best wishes in his recovery, because he just has had a torrid time of it of late, and it's just shocking that something like that would happen to him after him finally getting his start. So I want to send love to Donny and hopefully a speedy recovery to him as well, because that, yeah, it was such a freak incident, really. And demolition job tonight. We are due a game where we just stick goals past someone. I feel like we get to like 3 and it's almost like, oh, that's it, then we're done, we back off a little bit, or we're just not clinical enough going forward. So I'm hoping that tonight is that game when it clicks. That would be lovely indeed, Star-Lord, if we could see some goals. And hello to Acid, I hope you're doing well. We can win the League Cup, but nothing else says Acid. We can win the lot, Acid. We can win the lot. Yeah, maybe get a bit ahead of myself now. And the ref in the game was shocking. 2 horror tackles not picked up on. Yeah, the ref wasn't great, but I just feel with that one, if it was a red, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't be like disputing it. So it was a dangerous tackle, but I do think he genuinely slipped as well. It was a really unfortunate one. And really unfortunate for Donny as well, because he just hasn't had any luck since obviously getting to United. He hasn't really played, and when he is given a shot, he has an injury like that. I just feel for him, and like I say, I just hope that he can recover and come back to his best form. Really. Do you think that Ten Hag hasn't been picking Donny because he left him at Ajax? I haven't really thought of it like that, to be fair. I haven't really thought of it. For me, like Donny, for me, doesn't get into that midfield with the way that they've been playing. And that's what I think it comes down to. Like, he's just not as good as the other midfielders that have been playing. But, yeah, well, I would like to think that isn't the reason why, but I never actually thought of it like that. And defensively, we looked good the last couple of games. But we have also offered a few chances to the opposition. And if it was Barcelona, for example, and we offer the same kind of chances, I feel like we'd be punished. But with Varane and Martinez in there, I do feel a lot more assured. But we have looked good. Obviously, we haven't conceded, so credit to that. But I just feel like we need to eliminate. I know Ten Hag said that as well. We need to eliminate some of the chances that we've been conceding. Could tonight be Lampard's last game in charge? Who will go next? Lampard, Moyes, Jones, or Potter? I think Lampard will go next, whether it's after tonight or whether it's next weekend or whatever. But I feel like Lampard will go next. And I feel like if it keeps going like the way it is for Chelsea, like we know what they're like in terms of they don't have much patience. I feel like Potter could be to follow. But then again, Moisey as well. West Ham have looked poor, haven't they? So that's another interesting one. And I honestly believe we're winning the league once we get revenge on City and put Arsenal in their place against us league. I like the optimism. And of course, I hope you are right with that as well. Lampard, then Potter, then Moyes. That's probably what I would say, Curtis, to be fair. That's probably what I would say. But Lampard, for me, has to be first. And the way he's been benched and refused to leave by this club, now potentially out for a full year, gutted for the lad, doesn't deserve this. Hopefully, after his recovery, he becomes the player he once was. Yeah, exactly. I hope he can find his best form again. And Nathan Jones' disastrous appointment for Southampton, never understood that one. Southampton, I think, are going down. I'll be honest. I think Southampton are going down. I think that they've conceded 9 many times over the last few seasons. And I think they've always one of the teams who've kind of got away with it by the skin of the teeth, but they've always been down there or thereabouts, and they've always, I don't know, I think it's been coming for a while. I'll say that with Southampton, and I do think this season could be the season that they go down. That appointment was a bit of a mad one as well. I agree with you there, Doug, 100%. But let you give me my lineup for tonight. Like I say, I'm going full strength, and I hope Ten Hag does, but there might be a few changes here and there. Can I just say, by the way, after my last preview, I did call a Casemiro goal, and I did call a 3-0. For those who watched it will back me up. I did say Casemiro, and I did say 3-0, so my predictions weren't actually too shabby on that one. But for this one, I'm going to go De Gea in goal. Delo, right back. Varane and Martinez back in the centre-back positions. Shaw, Casemiro, Eriksen, Bruno. Then I'm going to go Rashford, Martial, and then Anthony starting. I have put a little slash next to Rashford, thinking Garnacho could potentially start, and then Rashford starts centrally because Ten Hag made a comment about Martial's fitness and about obviously measuring that and keeping an eye on it, basically. So I have put that Rashford potentially could start as that 9. But yeah, I think it'll be Rashford, Martial, and Anthony, and then maybe switch it up a bit later on. But I'm going full strength. Let's see what Alex said here. So he's gone for De Gea, Delo, Varane, Martinez, Shaw, Casemiro, Eriksen, Bruno, Garnacho, Anthony. See, you've just literally covered what I've just said. You've covered what I just said. So obviously, yeah, Anthony, you've said on the right, Garnacho on the left, Rashford up top. I think that could happen, but also Martial could start and then maybe get brought off just after. Maybe he'll rotate Martial for that Charlton game. Who knows? But pretty much everything else, same as me. And 2 wins against City and Arsenal will make a lot of United fans think the league is on. I think if you do that, the league is on. Like the way the season's gone this season, you can't write anybody off, can you? Especially us if the form that we're on. De Gea, Delo, Maguire starting, Martinez, Shaw, Casemiro, McTominay. Is McTominay back yet? Rashford, Bruno, Garnacho, Martial is my starting 11 to Shivan. And then we've got De Gea, Delo, Varane, Martinez, Malassi starting over Shaw, Casemiro, Fred, Bruno, Garnacho, Rashford, and Martial. To be fair, I'll be happy with all of these. No, Phil Jones says Lawbreaker. Phil Jones. I mean, when will the time come that he actually leaves United? When will that time actually come? I'm interested to see that. And that's no disrespect to Phil Jones, but I feel like he's been there all my life. Like it's crazy. I'm going to Gea, Delo, Varane, Martinez, Malacia, Casemiro, Fred, Anthony, Rashford, and Martial, and a 5-1 win. So now it comes to my score prediction. Curler said, Mystic Soph, if you're that good, what about 6 numbers for my lotto? Let's see how my prediction is tonight. If we get 2 in a row, then yeah, there's definitely something going on, and I'll give you the numbers. I do think that I get a feeling that if we get an early goal, Everton's heads will drop. But Everton are always up for it against United, so I'm kind of on a mixed one here. I would love a clean sheet again, but I'm going to predict a stupid goal conceded, maybe Damari Gray banger again, because he likes to score them against us. He scored one the other day as well. I'm going to say 4-1 to United is my prediction. 4-1 to United. So we're scoring another goal than we have done last few games. 4 would be nice. And I'm going to say a Damari Gray goal for them, or some kind of out the blue goal. I don't think that they'll be in the game much. I think we'll be dominant. Maybe one of our mistakes will lead to a goal or something like that. But I feel like it's going to be a comfortable win. So I'm going to say 4-1. Everton will be up for it, though. I do think we need to be at our best. And like I say, we need to start quickly. But yeah, I'm going to say 4-1. Got a 3-0 there from Akevin, a 2-1 from Curlers, and a 5-0 from Alex. I hope you're right. I really do. And Alex just said, 3-0 there as well. And then like Star-Lord said 5-1. So we're all going for a United win. Let's hope that is the case. I don't really care the score as long as we win. And get through to the next round of the FA Cup. That would be nice. And Lee said he can see a 6-0 and then Frank will be out the door. It's interesting because if they lose to us and it's like a 2-1 like Curler said, for example, I think Lampard might stay for a bit longer. Just about. But I think if they get absolutely humiliated, if it is a 6-0, for example, then I think you're all right. He'll probably be out the door straight after it. I think it'll be an interesting one. In the context of how he gets sacked. I think he will get sacked eventually, as I've already mentioned. I think he'll be the next manager to go, but it'll have to be a battering for him to get sacked, I think, immediately after tonight's game. I really do. But I guess we'll see what happens with that. But guys, it's been an absolute pleasure to do this quick preview with you. Just to let you know, I'm back on ECL on Sunday evening. I'll obviously post out the times and whatnot, because obviously it was bank holiday on Monday and stuff, and obviously Christmas weekend and whatnot. So, and New Year, sorry. So I didn't do it last week, but this weekend I'm back as normal with my United career mode. Hopefully winning a few more trophies. I am kind of bankrupt, as everyone always laughs at, but I am kind of bankrupt. But hopefully I can scrape through and keep my job. I'm gutted though, because I signed Gakpo thinking, United are going to get him, and then Liverpool have got him, so I've got to sell him again now. I can't keep him. So yeah, come and check out my career mode on Sunday if you're about. I'd appreciate that. I'll obviously post the link out. And until next time, guys, just to let you know as well, by the way, next Thursday, call-in show. I haven't forgotten about it. It's just been a bit awkward to fit it in this week with United playing midweek and whatnot. Next Thursday, call-in show. So hopefully you guys are about to come and share your views and get involved, and we'll have a natter then. But yeah, I'll obviously keep you all updated on that. But until next time, look after yourselves. Come on, United. Hopefully we have a positive one tonight. Enjoy your weekends regardless. And hopefully I'll see you on Sunday on my ECL stream. Take care, look after yourselves, and I'll speak to you all soon.